Welcome to the follow-up of the Terrors of the Deep series, and this time I'm going to cover the Ghost Ship, which is featured in the center leaflet of the Terrors of the Deep box. For this, I'm going to start with this frigate. I prefer plastic frigates because the masts are less fragile, and I'm going to not put any lifeboats or anchors on it. Last time I checked, ghost ships don't need safety equipment. Now the first thing that I'm going to do that's going to seem really weird is I'm actually going to rig the ship while it's not painted, and I'll show you why in a little bit. And following the video that I'm going to put in the upper right hand corner, you're going to use super glue, toothpicks, a tweezer, and also a pair of manicure scissors, and then just follow the instructions on rigging, which I featured in another video. And believe it or not, you'll want to rig up the whole ship just like you would if you were doing an actual model. Now I'll show you why this adds to the realism of the ghost ship as we go along. But go ahead and finish this step and then we'll move on to the next one. And here is the ghost ship all rigged up. You'll notice that some of the lines are not completely taut, but I'm not really going to care about that. Now I'm going to insert gasp, destroy the rigging. What you'll need are some Q-tips, some white glue, and then the same pair of manicure scissors. Apply the white glue onto all the rigging. What this does is it makes it nice and firm and stand on its own. So just apply copious amounts onto all of it. When it dries, it will make everything very stiff and able to hold its form. After that, start destroying the rigging. Bring in the scissors and just cut them off randomly, and this is completely up to you. This is the design that I chose, but really you can cut them however you want. Let some rigging fall to the side, cut some rigging super short, just make it very random. This is a ship that's coming back from the dead, so it's not going to be perfect. I had a lot of fun with this step, and I really hope that you do too. Here is my version of destroyed and messed up rigging, and now on to the next step, which is destroyed or tattered sails. Remove them like this, and then after that you'll want to use a pair of scissors, and you're going to start cutting them lengthwise upwards, vertically like this. You can make the lengths a little bit different, and then after that put it to its side and then cut varying lengths of strips. You can make this random, you can put a little bit of a diagonal angle. There's really no science to it. You just want to make it look like the sails have been completely torn apart and tattered. So this is my take on tattered sails. After you're done with them, you'll want to, just like regular sails, and I'll show you how to do that on the right hand corner, is basically just kind of round them a little bit, either with your fingers or with a pen, something similar. And what you'll get is a set of really tattered sails, which you're not going to put on the mast with gel super glue. When you apply the sails, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is a ghost ship, so if some of them are a little bit teeter-totter, that's fine. If anything, a ghost ship's actually a really good practice tool before you even work on actual ships. It is one that is very forgiving for mistakes because it's a ghost ship. So you continue doing all these sails. I like to put all the main sails and then the spanker sail and put on one or two of the sails that are in the front of the ship. Now it's time to paint. The first thing you want to do is prime the entire ship with rigging and sails all assembled with white primer. Put it on this nifty jig, which I'll show you how to do again in the upper right hand corner, and then just spray the whole thing with white primer. It can be aerosol primer or airbrush primer like I'm showing here, but just make sure you cover everything, sails, rigging, as well as plastic hull, mast, everything with white. When you're done, it should look like this, and then you're ready to go on to the next step. What I'm going to do is mix holy white with orc skin. Specifically 10 parts holy white with just a single part orc skin. Orc skin is a very potent and bright green color, so you want to use very little of it, and it's going to create a green tinge like this. And then what you want to do is spray it only on parts of the model, so that there is quite a bit of white showing, but where the highlighted areas are, or mainly along the hull and especially right on the sails and on the mast, you want to put it as splotches of green with white showing through. This is going to kind of represent the phantasm, protoplasma kind of look, which the green conveys. It's a nice muted white with green in it. Before the next step, you'll want to varnish your model with 2 coats of gloss. It makes it nice and bright, which looks like a ghost. Next, I'm going to use white glue again and an old brush and also some makeup cotton like this. With the makeup cotton, you'll want to pinch off small bits of it like this and then just kind of put it aside. Make several bits. I recommend maybe starting with 6, but you can increase it, make it varying sizes. Now you can apply this cotton anywhere you want. I do recommend putting it at the bottom of the hull to make it look like waves, except supernatural waves. So put it all the way along the side of the hull. And then I also put these wisps of cotton on the mast, the top of the mast, along the yards, and just make it stream backwards. It'll look like basically souls following the ship as it sails. And with that, you're done with your ghost ship. It is now ready to haunt the 7 seas and terrorize the ships on the shipping lanes of the world. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you follow me on the next one.